Thank you so much. Minister, can I ask you, what are the plans and funding in place for student accommodation in Carlow now that we are a university town and county, and if you will make a statement on the matter? Thank you.
Well, thanks very much to Deputy Murnane-O'Connor for raising this issue and for working with me on the issue of delivering a South East Technological University, which of course benefits Carlow, but also the issues around Carlow College, which I know she's very passionate about and which I'm very committed to working with her on. In relation to student accommodation, let me say this. I mean, we want to see more college-owned student accommodation. I think it's so important that we're not just reliant on the market. I think it's so important that we're not just reliant on universities borrowing of their own volition. We need to get much more stuck in my view, because it increases overall housing supply. It also provides opportunities for technological universities to not just serve their region, but to welcome in students from outside their region, which is really important. That's why we're providing funding to the technological universities to develop their plans. So as Deputy Murnane-O'Connor knows, because we've discussed it, we've provided €1 million to the technological universities now to work with experts on developing their plans. How many beds do you need in Carlow? How many do you need in Waterford? What is the overall need of the region? And the output of that work, plus another piece of work I'm doing with the Minister for Housing on standardised design, what should student accommodation look like? So we're not starting with a blank sheet of paper every time. Those two pieces of information, I believe, will enable us to take steps forward in 2024 around the delivery of student accommodation for the technological universities, which of course includes Carlow as well. I'll also just say in the time available to me in relation to Carlow College, I very much welcome the fact that there have been discussions with South East Technological University and that they've referenced, I think, in their strategic plan, the importance of Carlow College. Thank Father Khan and others in Carlow College for their work. Obviously, this is a matter for the SETU to decide in consultation with Carlow College, but we do now have a fund available, the technological, I think it's called the TSSF. It's a new fund available to the technological universities to draw down for projects, and it may well be appropriate that they might decide to seek funding under that fund to be able to further accelerate and explore the opportunities that there are with Carlow College.
Minister, Deputy. And Minister, first of all, I really want to thank you for your work, and I feel working with you for the last few years has absolutely been a pleasure with the work that you have done for the South East, but particularly for Carlow. And we're speaking about student accommodation. And, you know, this morning I took a quick look at the rental sites, and average rent for 1 month in Carlow is $1,400 for a 1 or 2 bedroom apartment style rental accommodation. And there's 5 at the moment, which is quite good, awful, but I know in other places there's none at all. Just even with student accommodation, you've mentioned that there's always the issue, and what you said is right. It has to be location, maybe cycle lanes, transport. All that is so important. When Carlow County Council at the moment are doing their spatial plan, it'll start, I think, on around the 1st of October. So all this planning, housing and accommodation will be crucial, that, you know, for students and of course for people, for housing. I also want to talk about Carlow College, St. Pat's. And as you said, I know at the moment there is talks going on with SETU about the integration. I'm wondering, have you any update on where we are? I believe we need to have this done urgently. It is so important, Minister, and I know you're working on that with me. Thank you.
Minister.
Well, thanks very much. So a couple of things, Deputy Murnane-O'Connor, and thanks for all the work. My department has only last month given approval to the South East Technological University to purchase a site which will provide an access route to SETU currently's own site of 4.7 acres. And I think that'll be, I think that's quite an important position. Any integration of Carlow College into an autonomous higher education institution does remain in the first instance a matter for the respective governing authorities. In this context, my department does understand that the college has been engaging with the South East Technological University on potential incorporation. I do note that the strategic plan for SETU, called Connecting for Impact, was launched in May, and this plan does reference an action in relation to Carlow College. It says an action cites seeking non-core funding to enable the SETU to conduct academic, financial and legal analysis in relation to future partnership models with Carlow College. And what I was saying there earlier, we now have a Technological Sector Advancement Fund. I think it's open until the 19th of October for universities to apply for, and I would imagine that the South East Technological University may wish to seek funding under that fund so that they can advance the action in their plan in relation to Carlow College.
Thank you very much, and again thank you, Minister. And as you know, I'm very passionate about Carlow College, St. Pat's. I'm on the governing body, and I've always said that. But for me as a politician and for the people of Carlow and County Carlow and the South East, it is imperative that that integration happens. Now, I have been speaking to the different governing authorities. I have made my actions clear, as I have done to you, Minister, on several occasions. But I would ask that, I know this has to happen. There's no question about it. The people of Carlow and surrounding areas are so delighted that we are now a university town and county, that Carlow College St. Pat's has so much to offer, an excellent third level education institution. And we are so lucky to have it. And this will and has to be part of the technological university for the South East. Thank you.
I would like to send the Deputy a detailed note on the borrowing framework, because I won't do it justice in this time, but basically we need to win the argument, and we need to build up enough confidence in relation to allowing people access state balance sheets and borrowing. But I think the first place to start is on the issue of student accommodation, and show and have proof of concept through that. But I'll send you a detailed note in relation to that. Deputy Murnane-O'Connor, look, I think Carlow College are trying to give an incredible gift here to the people of Carlow, to the people of the South East and to the country, in saying this is a site that we want to be available for education. I want to see that harnessed. I know that Tánaiste has referenced this point too. We all want to see this happen, and you're very committed to this. We also all know, as you do, that they're autonomous institutions, and it will always fall to the two governing authorities to work through this. That's why I think the action in the South East Technological University strategic plan that talks about seeking non-core funding, from me I presume, through my department, to carry out various analysis is a good way, and I'd encourage them to put in an application through that Technological Sector Advancement Fund, and that might be a very practical way we could take this to the next level.
Thank you, Minister.